we have all of these data fields over here on the left that are coming from the previous node. I'll look through and find the temperature, which is under main. Then this box that says temp, I can actually just click and drag that right into the message. Then the JSON shows up right here. Now the number is going to change every day based on what this temperature variable is that day. And right below, it shows what that will actually read as currently. Today's weather is 76.78. Then I could add in and drag over the location, which is down at the bottom here. So I drag over name and drop it in there. Today's weather is 76 in Draper with a temperature range of, drag the minimum temperature to maximum temperature. A wind speed of, drag that. There we go. Now they show up as JSON, but N8N makes it easy. You drag and drop and it previews the text right below. You don't have to know what any of this means, but I will go over later how to read it. It is nice to know and can make things faster for complex setups. And JSON is just a basic data organization system. It's not super complex, although it does look like some sort of confusing code at first. But one last thing you'll typically want to do under options is this append N8N attribution. Switch that off. Otherwise, it adds the tagline sent using N8N at the bottom of every email. But now the first workflow is complete. So I'll come back to the canvas. I will click test workflow and it will run through everything start to finish. It's weirdly satisfying to see all these nodes turn green after you create a workflow. All right, it completed successfully. Now I can check my email. There it is. Everything exactly how I wanted it. Perfect. And before we move on, just a few canvas tips. Sometimes it can get messy when you're doing more complex workflows. You can always click the broom and it tidies it up. You can zoom in and out and move around. Then the zoom to fit will center you again. An important one is up at the top, where on the editor tab, if I click over to executions, this will show all the previous runs of the workflows and if it succeeded or failed. So this is the one I just ran. The one below is when I tested the open weather node. And I could click copy to editor to go back to the previous version to work from. Then up at the top, I could switch that to active and it will run at 6 a.m. every day. Of course, I don't need an email with the weather. That's just to give the basic understanding of what we're doing here. Next, I'll break down the different node types and features you'll use. Then we'll build an automation that's actually useful and time-saving. After that, we'll push it further with that customizable AI assistant. I want to cover the account setup. There are a few different ways to set up N8N. The easiest is the cloud version. Just sign up on N8N's site. After the free trial, it's $20 a month. The other option is self-hosting. N8N is source available, not technically open source, but you don't need to worry about that distinction here. The key idea is self-hosting gives you more options, more control, and lower costs. There are two main ways to self-host. You could do a local install with Docker. That's more technical, lots of configurations. A small percentage of the people watching will want to go that route, so I won't cover it here. That would probably double the length of this video. The other way to self-host is with a virtual private server, a VPS. It's a much easier middle ground. That's what I use myself, so it is self-hosted, but it's easier to set up and cheaper than N8N's cloud. I will show you how to do that with Hostinger, today's sponsor. So they make it by far the easiest VPS option I've seen. Unlike most providers, they've built a one-click installation template for N8N. So you skip almost all the setup. So on Hostinger, just go up to Services, then down under VPS, select the self-hosted N8N option. Pick a plan. The KVM2 plan is more than enough for everything in this video and beyond. Then make sure to add the coupon code FUTUREPEDIA. After that, standard billing and setup process. Then you'll see your dashboard. Since I selected the N8N option, it's right up here. To open it, click Manage App. Now set up your N8N account, and you can skip through this screen, but this one with the free license key, click this button to send the key. Get that key from your email, go to your plan, and click Enter Activation Key and paste it in. And that's it. You are up and running with your own self-hosted version of N8N. And before we build this next workflow, I want to give you an overview of the core node types we'll be using.